Hope. It is how you move forward when all you really want is for time to stop. Hello, 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 and welcome to More Than Money, a podcast where we have nuanced conversations about money, business, and life, where we take the time to explore the human side of money, because success with money is never just about the numbers. I'm your host, Jacquette Timmons, and I am really glad that you are here with me today. To some extent, and at any given time, there is always a level of turmoil or instability occurring someplace in the world. The war in Ukraine is fast approaching 2 years. And in recent weeks, innocent civilians in Israel and Gaza were killed or displaced and forever scarred. And there are just no words for the atrocities that happened last week and the week before, or that continue to happen, or that have been happening in Ukraine for almost 2 years, or for that matter, are happening in the countries where there are other conflicts. According to Wise Voter, there are 32 other conflicts occurring around the world currently, although they don't all capture the headlines in our news, at least here in the US. And I am at a loss for words. I am at a loss anywhere for words beyond the expression of my condolences and my thoughts and my prayers. The acts of brutality make me gasp at the unmitigated horror of what humans are capable of doing to other humans. And yet, I am also deeply comforted, though, by the stories of solidarity and empathy, the acts of kindness under the most horrific of circumstances give me hope about the state of our humanity. However, during times of global turmoil, uncertainty feels even more palpable. So does stress. It too feels more pronounced. That's why even having a sliver of hope right now is so key and darn near a miracle. A sliver of hope, though, helps in terms of it's what you need to move forward when all you really want is for time to stop, which, by the way, is a very natural response to upheaval. Upheaval that induces fear, anxiety, sadness, frustration. Upheaval that makes you feel like you've lost control or are losing control over your circumstances, whether that's real or conceptual. Upheaval that disrupts your sense of mental, emotional, financial security and well-being. And what gets you through a lot of this are your deeply held convictions and principles, right? They tend to become even that much more pronounced during turbulent times. After all, these are what shape your decisions, they influence your actions, they define how you manage your way through times of not only uncertainty, but also calm. And this is true on an individual level as well as an institutional level. And if you need proof, just scroll any social media channel or read the headlines or listen to what kicks off the evening news broadcast, again, at least here in the US. But back to you on an individual level, though. What beliefs are sustaining you right now? Reflecting on your beliefs in general and your financial ones in particular can really serve as your anchor and your compass, especially when things feel precarious or feel more so. And of course, these words that I've just shared with you, this isn't breaking news to you. You know that. So then why am I asking you to reflect on your beliefs? One, because it can be easy to forget just how much global events not only reveal our interconnectedness, but in the process, invite us to examine or re examine and question and critically evaluate our beliefs. And if ever there was a time to be even more self aware and more deliberate, now would be it. Two, you don't make any choices in a vacuum. Your why and what you lean into, be it your faith, habits and practices, leaning on other people, etc., they all play a key role in the choices you make regarding how you respond to the things that you can control, as well as what you cannot. And during tumultuous times, making choices can be, or even more so, emotionally charged. So here are a few suggestions of choices to make in case you need them. One is consider pausing any major decisions, especially if it will help you to retain the emotional equilibrium that might be off balance, but that you might need to have be in more harmony in order for you to proceed with greater clarity and confidence, and dare I say, emotional intelligence about what to do or what not to do. Another would be to protect or maybe even boost your financial reserves. This I am suggesting because I believe it will help to provide peace of mind and perhaps give you more flexibility regarding the next moves that you make. And, connected to that is to actually start preparing for Q1 of 2024 now. It is no longer just about finishing this year strong, but starting next year strong too, and not just focusing on the month of January. And then finally, to pay attention to your stress levels. Is it increasing? And if it is, what's causing it? And likewise, what can you do to reduce it, is what I'm trying to say. And if what's causing you stress is something over which you have absolutely no control, well, then how can you focus on healthy ways to cope with that reality? I believe that understanding the impact of global events on business and personal finances, it's not just a practical necessity, but also an act of empathy and solidarity. Times are tumultuous abroad and here in the US. As of when I am recording today's episode, we still do not have a Speaker of the House of Representatives. And there's a potential government shutdown in a few weeks looming over our heads. And it can all feel unmooring. At least it does for me, especially when I don't feel that there's anything materially significant that I can do. And then I remember this, that actually the best thing I can do right now is to take care of myself and to show up for my people. And that includes you, by the way. So remember, take care of yourself and show up for your people. Lean into the beliefs that have sustained you in the past, or use this current moment in time as an invitation to adopt new thoughts, new attitudes, new behaviors that can uphold you right now. It is how you will navigate and negotiate the complexities of all kinds that arise amidst during trying times like right now. It is how we will all endure and heal over time. And when all you really want is for time to stop. It is how you will move forward like time. That is it for today, folks. As always, I thank you for listening all the way until the end. Or if you are watching on YouTube, I thank you for doing that. And before you hop, if you'd like to share with me the beliefs that are sustaining you and you want to keep that private and you don't want to put it, in the comment section on YouTube or on the socials, I'd love to hear from you, and you can send me a private message, a DM message on Instagram. Once more, thank you for listening today. If you'd like to show appreciation for this podcast or perhaps this particular episode, please share it so that we can reach more people. If you happen to be listening on Apple Podcasts, please take a moment to leave a rating and a review. We do read them. And if you are on YouTube, please comment below. And of course, as always, if you'd like to buy me a coffee, here's how you can do that. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Jaquette, buymeacoffee.com/Jaquette. I'll be back with another episode, and I hope you will too. Until then, remember, it's about more than money.